So we are properly flooded in here in our apartment in Chiang Mai.
It's about waist high, over waist high to walk outside, so yeah.
So there's no trucks coming to move people out of here. We've lost power, so there's no power, so there's no lifts, there's no lights, the fridges are off. And we're in the unenviable position of having hardly any food or water. So we need to figure out what we're going to do here.
We're Mark and Kelly. We travel the world full time, sharing adventures and tips along the way. Join us on the journey and welcome to Grown Up Gap Years.
The building is completely surrounded by water. We can't find a way in or out of here. Apparently the power will be off for a couple of days, so we do need to get out of here. We've managed to book a hotel.
I think we'll be swimming there, but if that's the case, we have to do it.
Yeah, it's not ideal. There were trucks coming in yesterday, but I just think the water's too high for the trucks. There's 100 people downstairs hoping for a miracle, like the waters might part or something, but I don't think it's likely to happen. So from our point of view, we're going to give it an hour or so, and then I think we'll walk down and then we'll go wade through the water to go to our next accommodation. It's not a great situation, but look, these things happen when you travel and you just have to make the best of it. Okay, we've decided to do it. We're making the run for it. We are going to wade through the water, try and get some sort of transport at the other end of the flood, and then see where we end up, hopefully at the hotel we've booked for later tonight. So behind me are the non-working elevators.
I just want to press a button.
And I'll give you a quick look out the window. And we've got to walk all the way down there. Fun, fun. Okay. Jesus. Hey? I'm gonna wait till he comes in. I'm gonna see how tall they are. I'm just gonna see how tall these people are before I venture any further. Okay, so we ventured off and yeah, don't know, this might be an aborted attempt. I'm not really clear. Alright.
I don't know.
So we don't know what to do. We've just been told that it's definitely higher than the chest, and I can't carry a backpack for a long distance in a current with that. So I don't know what to, we actually don't know what to do. So this is the lower lying water. I couldn't get any footage of us crossing the high water because it was so dangerous, and literally took 2 hands holding on to get anywhere. Oh, right. I think we just cheated death, literally. We walked for a full hour. Felt like an hour.
Yes,
an hour?
nearly an hour.
It didn't seem very far, but when you're in water up to your top of your chest, and it was
carrying a bag over the top of your head.
Yeah, but then there was this bit where 4 streets converge and that current through there, and it was literally the only way of getting to this side. That current was unbelievable, wasn't it? Thank you to those wonderful Thai people who set it up and helped us all across. At one stage there I just was like, oh my God, it was the strongest current. Anyway, my hands, look, they're red, from holding onto that rope. It was really dicey, and I'm like, what are you doing out in floodwater, you stupid woman? But anyway, it was the only option we had available to us at the time. Who would think I'd be happy to be walking in water this deep? It was this deep. I have a lot of feelings about this. Okay, this is the story of how all of this happened. So we're staying at Condos. We had a flood last week. It was fine.
Yeah.
Little do we know.
Days, yes.
Yeah, little do we know that the next biggest flood in 20 years.
Yes.
The river peaked really high at 12 o'clock and the water didn't go down. So in our apartments, we lost power at
about 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock. We lost the elevators early. We lost the elevators. They'd been out all day that we're aware of. So when we went downstairs, there were at least 100 people all packed up with their bags and waiting. So we weren't sure what to do. We contacted our Airbnb host and she said, go to a hotel for a couple of days, which was fine. But there was our problem. We managed to find a room, even though the prices like doubled literally before our eyes, but we couldn't get out. There was just no way of getting out.
So hence why we are...
Yeah, well, we've had to do this. I'm going to say, really stupid thing to get out, and it wasn't safe, but there was no alternative. There was no staff at the Astra. Everyone had just gone. People had no idea. We're getting word of mouth of other people.
They abandoned the whole hotel.
Yeah, they abandoned ship. And there's just a whole stack of tourists.
There's hundreds of them just sitting in the lobby waiting, not knowing what to do.
Yeah, so there were no boats. We didn't really see any boats go up there. There didn't seem to be any tourists leaving when we left. So we've done this walking through the water to go to our new hotel tonight. I'm going to have the biggest, hottest, soapiest shower ever known to mankind. Ugh, it feels so disgusting. Just a heads up, if you ever do this, wear Tevas.
Yes.
They're great.
Not thongs.
Don't wear rubber thongs on your feet, they'll slip out of them. But honestly, this has been a not so safe thing to do. Wouldn't advise it, but it's all we could do at the time, given the information that was available to us, which was very little. These might need a tub. Oh my goodness. This is such a lot.
This is living, folks.
Let's go to Chiang Mai. Let's see the markets and the elephants. Second flood in 2 weeks.
They say if you keep walking, we'll hit high ground, so... Well, here it is, folks. We finally made it.
I feel like, you know, when the Pope lands and kisses the ground. That's what I feel like. But I'm not going to. But I feel like it.
Oh, that's our city.
So the mission continues. We can't get a grab, we can't get anything to get us to our hotel, so we've just grabbed a red truck and we're going to get dropped off at the Maya shopping centre, and hopefully we'll be able to walk our way from there because it's a really long walk from where we were.
At least it won't be wet.
Yeah, we've sort of dried off a lot.
Okay, so we finally made it to Niman. We're in our hotel. We're finally showered and washed the floodwaters off, and
it was so weird though. It was like, flood? What flood? It was like we were in a different world. Like we went through one of the most, I think, traumatic things I've ever been through in my life.
it was pretty full on. I'll tell
It
you.
was terrifying.
You did a good job.
Thanks, Dal. But then we got here and it was like, life just goes on as normal. Anyway, this is our current situation. We still have no idea what's going on.
Nope.
Our Airbnb host can't help us. The Astra can't help us because they've all disappeared.
We don't know when the power's coming back on, or our stuff is still in the hotel.
Yeah, so we just exited with our valuables in the backpack computer and things like that in a wet bag, but we literally have no idea how we're going to get our stuff back. We don't know how we're going to get in there. We don't know when we can get in there. We've got absolutely nothing. And the worst thing is we don't know how to find out.
No, and we're here till tomorrow, and then we'll probably have to book another night over here at Niman, where life is just carrying on as normal.
Yeah, it's a really surreal situation. Anyway, look, we're safe.
Yep.
We're well, and
We've had an adventure.
we have certainly had an adventure. We always say terrible things end up being great stories. This is a great story.